Be consistent. I still remember when I first got part of the chamber. I've been with them for 9.5 years now. But when I first went, it was like 6 months before I got a single lead. 6 months. Was that because maybe I needed to grow? Maybe I needed to educate? People didn't understand what I was doing? But I watched people come into my networking event and they were there for 3 weeks and then you couldn't find them. And you had a lead for them. You can't trust someone that can't be consistent at least once a week. Are they professional? That's one of the biggest pet peeves that I know networkers have, is that people come in and they're unprofessional, but they expect you to trust them and give your leads. That's my client base that I have out there, that I want to know that I trust somebody I'm giving my referral to. And so you need to make sure that you're professional when you're going to these networking events. Don't become like the badges all over and you have every product possible and the salesy person. Again, think of yourself as a consultant, that you're trying to help protect and grow someone's business. And in my humble opinion, I'm a networker. I've been a top recruiter, but I've been #1 in California, 3rd in the nation in small business as well. But in my personal opinion, when I'm going out to networking events, I'm not trying to recruit everyone. I mean, imagine we have a whole room of legal shield associates, What's the point of that? They put their heart and sweat and equity and life usually into these businesses, and you're almost disrespecting them. They paid to be a part of your networking event for their business. Now, does that mean I don't recruit in my networking events? Absolutely. But it's usually after the fact. It's usually after I get through them, I build a relationship, and we're going to bring a second stream of income to them. Because they gave me 5 referrals. I went out there, I closed 4 of them, and I go back and I say, hey, Mr. Business Owner, I can either make the money or you can. Would you like another second stream of income? Because 4 of those referrals you gave me all said yes. It won't take away from anything that you're doing right now, but how about having a second stream of income using your contacts and my time, and I'll be your business partner to help you do that. But the type of person that goes to a networking event and is out there at the event saying, I'm looking for a new business partner every week, maybe once a quarter or once a year, I'll say I'm looking for 2 agents, not the whole world, like the whole room, right? And do that indirectly outside at coffee, because you can recruit them, but you want to know that, in my opinion, at a networking event, in this type of scenario, you want to be focusing on your product, on your services that you represent out there. Because when you start doing it the other way around, I personally think you lose respect in the professional division, and you want to make sure that you keep that up there. So. Next thing is, thank you, Mr. Fair, be committed, learn how to use the directory listings and the Reference USA. There's so many times that I go out there, either when they give you your 10 minutes to speak, I'll have my directory listings out on the table. So it gets them thinking about things before you do your presentation. And then I'll say, if you turn in the directory listing, I have a raffle. And I'll give away a prize for everyone that turns it in, and that'll generate my leads for me. Or I'll do a special about, hey, a free risk assessment for your business, because I own the toolbox. Like Chris said, if you don't own what you're marketing, then how do you really sell it? I think this is great, but I don't have it. They ask you how it works, and you've never used it. I've used the membership over 150 times over the last 10 years. And so I know my product. Do you know your product? Do you even really know if you call, they'll answer the phone? Do you know if you send a question in to Go Small Biz, will you get it back? I use it all day long. When I'm going out to one of my clients, I'll ask from Go Small Biz, how do I increase the sales of this dry cleaner? And they'll refer back to me. When I was starting to do group, I didn't know about Arista and all those things. I emailed Go Small Biz. They explained them all to me. And so you have a huge resource with your own membership. Use it, and then use stories when you're at your networking events, because facts tell and stories sell. And so you want to make sure that you use those stories. Share testimonials in your group. Once you sell a membership, make sure they stand up and tell that testimonial, or you read a letter, or you get a letter. And when you're sitting down with someone, you're sharing a testimonial from someone in the group that they know. Because again, that builds your reputation and your respect level. And get to know your members. They should be your friends. When they're going through something hard, cancer, somebody dies, a charity that they're trying to support, you should know about that if you're truly involved in your networking event. It shouldn't just be, I see you, I know nothing about you, and I'm trying to sell you a plan. That's not what it's about. Build relationships within your organization. And then again, make sure you have the right fit. And so those are the kind of key things to networking that I found, and it's truly helped my business. I get 1 to 7 leads per week from my networking event. it way pays for my dues. Now I'm starting to go after associations and we're doing finder's fees. So again, not only are you a member of the group, you're going to add value in bringing leads there, but why not go to the head of that organization and do a finder's fee with them? If you're not certified, get with someone that is. Again, doing group or small business without doing it, right? There's experts in the room in your organization that know how to do it. Stay within your organization and go up until you find someone that does. And then do finder's fees with them. You know, if you can give back to the organization, every company, they're looking to make money. Everyone. How to increase my sales? Everyone. So if you can say, if you recommend us to the organization and you're going to get that percentage back, residual over time. See, even in recruiting, the wealthiest people that I know, I just sat down with an MBA player, ex-MBA player, and he's successful now. But I said, if you stop, does your income stop? And he says, yes. So you give them away of that residual income. Same with an organization. If they refer you out, and now with the new finder's fees, there's regulations on what they want them to do. It'll keep you going back into the organization and keeping the persistency up. And now they have long-term residual income for the organization. And so find out what you can do not only for the organization, but how can I give back to the direct networking group that I'm involved in to create leads for yourself.